Opening and closing of stomata. Most plants keep their stomata open during the day and close them at night. It is the responsibility of stomata to regulate transpiration via the action of guard cells. The two guard cells of a stomata are attached to each other at their ends. The inner concave sides of guard cells that encloses a stomata are thicker than the outer convex sides. When guard cells get water and become turgid, their shapes are like two beans and the stomata between them opens. When guard cells lose water and become flaccid, their inner sides touch each other and stomata closes. In chapter 4, we have discussed that the concentration of solutes glucose in guard cells is responsible for the opening and closing of stomata. Recent studies have revealed that light causes the movement of potassium ions for epithelial cells into guard cells. Water flows these ions and enter guard cells. Thus, their turgidity increases and stomata opens. As the day progresses, guard cells make glucose, example, become hypertonic. Water stays in them. At the end of the day, potassium ions flow back from guard cells to epithelial cells, and the concentration of glucose also falls. Due to it, water moves to epithelial cells and guard cells lose turgor. It causes closure of stomata. Factors affecting the rate of transpiration. The rate of transpiration is directly controlled by the opening and closing of stomata, and it is under the influence of light. In strong light, the rate of transpiration is very high as compared to the dim light or no light. Other factors which affect the rate of transpiration are given below. Temperature. Higher temperature reduces the humidity of surrounding air and also increases the kinetic energy of water molecules. In this way, it increases the rate of transpiration. The rate of transpiration doubles with every rise of 10 degrees Celsius temperature, but very high temperature, example 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, causes closure of stomata, so transpiration stops and plants doesn't lose the much water needed. Air humidity. When air is dry, water vapors diffuse more quickly from the surface of mesophyll cells into the leaf air spaces and then from air spaces to outside. This increases the rate of transpiration. In humid air, the rate of the diffusion of water vapors is reduced and the rate of transpiration is low. Air movement. Wind air in motion carries away the evaporated water from leaves and it causes an increase in the rate of evaporation from the surfaces of mesophyll. When air is still, the rate of transpiration is reduced. Leaf surface area. The rate of transpiration also depends upon the surface area of leaf. More surface area provides more stomata and there is more transpiration. Significance of transpiration. Transpiration is called a necessary evil. It means that transpiration is a potential harmful process, but it is unavoidable too. Transpiration may be harmful process in the sense of that during the conditions of drought, loss of water from plants results in serious desiccation, wetting and often death. On the other hand, transpiration is necessary too. It creates a pulling force called transpirational pull, which is principally responsible for the conduction of water and salts from roots to the aerial parts of plant body. When water transpires from the surfaces of plant, it leaves a cooling effect on plant. This is especially important in warmer environment. Moreover, the wet surfaces of leaf cells allow gaseous exchange. There are some questions and experiments given for the transpiration. Analyzing and interpreting identification of a xylem and phloem in prepared slides. See the photo micrographs and identify the xylem and phloem tissues by observing the prepared slides available in the school laboratory.